again, are you fucking ingrate cunt fuckers? Well, today we're going to be talking about Marvel movies and superhero movies in general. DC, all that good stuff and all that shit stuff. I'm Loki.
And I'm Craven. Do you like them? Do you want them? Do you need them?
No.
No, we don't.
We don't fucking want any of them now anymore.
Can you remember the good old days, Loki?
I do remember the good old days, Craven.
Tell me about them, because I can't.
Yeah, you know what? You never got a movie, did you?
No.
No, me neither, because I changed the spelling of my name so Disney didn't sue me.
Well, they do be suing.
They do be... No, they're getting sued, actually.
Ah!
They do be getting sued, yeah. Maybe I should sue them. Breach of using my name.
Maybe I should sue them, because I still haven't got a goddamn movie! Will I be in the new Spider-Man? No.
I imagine you would just turn up and immediately gut Spider-Man. There's no great battle or anything. It just opens... You're already halfway through gutting him.
It's even better. I'm on the roof and I just pop him with a sniper. Where's your Spidey sense now, bitch?
Oh yeah, I like how they tried to get around that actually with this one. How he didn't have it in Homecoming, and he didn't have it before that, but he started to get the tingles in Infinity War and that. So then by is it Far From Home? Yeah, Far From Home? Yeah, the most recent one, where he gets that, and it's like, oh, what about your Peter tingle? Because, you know, everything's a fucking joke in this world. Yeah. You know, people's lives are at stake, Aunt May, you fuckwit.
God damn it, just go be a whore. Be a whore and sleep with happy.
God damn it, why are you getting younger? Did you find the fountain of youth? Because you're a fucking whore!
Yes, semen.
Semen. Dear God. Apparently it is pretty good for the skin.
Well, I wouldn't know. You can't see, but I'm looking left to right very nervously.
But yeah, you know, there was genuinely... Actually, well, there was the shit days of superhero movies to begin with. But then there was the good old days of superhero movies.
Oh, like Howard the Duck.
Oh my God, yes.
Damn, that was a trash movie.
My God, that was.
That sex scene, though, kind of made a little bit.
Please don't tell me there was an actual sex scene in that movie.
What? You've never wanted to see a duck and one of the most attractive women in the world have sex?
Especially the fact that ducks' penises are horrifying.
Oh my God.
They're like a corkscrew.
That wasn't moaning we heard. That was pain.
There was pain.
That's life.
We've been lucky. We've been good. But yeah, so I mean, the golden age, though, I believe it began with kind of two movies in the same sort of era at the very least. I think they were both in the year 2000 with X-Men and with the very first Spider-Man.
Ah, yes. The good old Tobey Maguire.
The good old Tobey Maguire. He made an excellent Peter Parker. A somewhat okay Spider-Man.
He was very average as Spider-Man.
Yeah, he did good, though. He still did very good. Especially for those times when the best superhero movies we had was nothing. None of them were good.
Say, I just hope the new Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, a cameo one, hopefully. I really, really just hope they've brought them in so they've got Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker.
Oh, yeah.
And then as soon as he puts the mask on, all you hear is Andrew Garfield.
Oh, imagine!
That'd be so much better.
Actually. Yeah, because that's a lot of way people describe it. Like Peter Parker. I went to say literally Peter Parker. Tobey Maguire was a very good Peter Parker. He's very geeky, little nerdy. You could picture him getting bullied, sort of thing. But then Andrew Garfield.
To bully him.
Yeah, you did kind of want to bully him a bit. But then Andrew Garfield is too cool. But then when he's Spider-Man, like one of my favorite things is like how Spider-Man-esque it is as well. Where he's like, oh, is that a small knife? A small knife. Oh, my weakness. Small eyes. Oh, what do I do? Oh, and it's that simple. Oh, he's just pissing about with him.
That's
just fucking webbing him to the wall. He's like, let me go, man.
I want that. I want the jokes. I want the quips. I want them putting them off by doing that.
Yeah, because that's part of his fighting. He uses that as a distraction.
Yeah, gets them angry.
Get them so angry that they're putting too much power and not thinking about where their punch is going. It's part of what he does. It's really smart when you think about it. It's like, I remember one guy actually. I don't remember his name or anything like this, but I remember when we were playing like football or some shit like this. He decided he came up with the best technique. He would run up to you, and just as he's about to get the ball, just go, BAM! And just yell random shit at you, so you'd be like, what the fuck? You just stop for a second and try to process what he just done to you.
You had that guy. I had a guy who would run up to you and kick you in the nuts.
Oh, we had that guy too.
That stopped you.
We had that guy too, don't you worry. We killed that guy. We harvested his organs.
That's also why I found masturbation to be fun. I've been Craven.
Just wanted to leave the silence lingering there for a good while. See how long I could leave it before we run away.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, we started off with Spider-Man. It's the first one is still good. I watched it not too long ago. It does still hold up pretty well, and obviously
Goblin, like I do love that.
Goblin.
I think
he was really good.
Casting.
Yeah, he's a good actor, and he did really well at being creepy as fuck.
Like that wasn't even Goblin. That was just William Dafoe on set. They literally just followed him with a camera and thought, "Yeah, we're going to use this."
I like to think that they didn't even actually have a villain cast or anything. They just started recording him, and he just so happened to have this costume lying around. And just started doing this shit. Whenever you put Spider-Man on scene, he just went, "A spider! Oh, I'm gonna mess with this spider."
It was real fun at the zoo when they went into the tarantula house. They stepped on the ladder.
Oh, god damn it, I'm just remembering. I know Drake Bell's getting a lot of shit right now and everything, and yeah, he's a piece of shit, but superhero movie is still kind of golden trash. Because I'm just thinking of that bit from like the first Spider-Man movie. But on this one, where he throws the blades at him, he goes to dodge, and all three of them just stab into him.
But that, like, you genuinely got the stress in them of him being Peter Parker.
Oh, definitely.
So he was constantly trying to keep like everyone happy around him.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes into goes further into them, and it's like, oh, there we go. And he's got MJ he needs to worry about.
Yep.
He's got Jonah Jameson he needs to worry about with his job.
Yes.
He's got Aunt May he needs to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's got a friend who hates him.
Yeah.
They're all really like.
We've all had a friend who's tried to kill us before, you know. Sometimes they're on flying hoverboards, sometimes they're not.
And sometimes they team up with each other.
Sometimes, and then you've got to beat their asses. But you know, it's all part of the game.
Beat! I've been doing it wrong. All this time.
I've just been slapping that ass. But then we also had X-Men as well. And I won't lie to you, X-Men does not hold up.
It does not hold up.
Back in the day, it was some good shit. But I really can't watch the first one, especially just as soon as it gets to that bit when Wolverine somehow does a full, is it 360 or 180? He just a 180 on the fucking Statue of Liberty with his claws. Like, that is not how physics works.
I love that. He literally cuts it off as well, so that even proves more.
So he's cut through it.
Yeah, that he hasn't
gone around it.
That's what she said. He hasn't just like pierced it. That's also what she said. And he's literally took it straight off.
Yeah, he's cut it off.
It's like, okay, let's send the metal guy to defuse him with the other metal bending guy up there.
How their entire thing. I love how there was that one bit though, like when you get to it. When he goes, like he's got him on the train and he's stopping him there. He's like, "What do you want with me?" "You? I said I wanted you." And like back in the day, that was like, "Oh, what a twist!" Back before M. Night Shyamalan was a big thing. Before he was a big thing, and God, I wish he wasn't a big thing.
Yeah, he had one good movie.
I like Split as well. Actually, Split's kind of his only movie that he did that I liked.
If I'm being honest, Split, I only liked it for James McAvoy's.
That's it. It's nothing to do.
That's excellent, but I think the story's just
The story's meh, but that's the thing. You could take M. Night Shyamalan away from this movie completely, just as long as you had James McAvoy being this character, just playing like fucking 20 other characters. Like the best bit of that movie actually is him. When you watch the little clips, when she's clicking through the clips, and you see like 5-second little clips of each of them, and it's really interesting because there's studies of this actual thing that certain people, not to this fucking extent, obviously, this is a massively exaggerated one, but one of them that is true, which I find really interesting, is there's one of his personalities has diabetes and has to have insulin. But that's an actual thing. Those people who have that, they can have a separate personality that has diabetes, and that one needs the insulin. But whenever the other personalities take over, the body doesn't need the extra insulin. It's very bizarre, but it's very interesting.
It's really good to actually see that in action, where like his body changes with his personalities. Mm-hmm. But then at the same time, like the whole build up of the Beast, and then like, oh, the Beast's coming, the Beast, and I just remember sitting there going, oh, so we can cling to walls now.
Could have been kind of cool if the Beast was actually straight up like a werewolf. If he'd gone fucking mental with it, and it's like, that's why he split. He's a fucking werewolf, mate.
I mean, I do like the bit where you see his body, like, his mass.
Like, he's just increasing and, like, moving around and everything. Yeah.
But even then, I was just like, oh, is he going to have, like, some demonish looking face? No. Features? Anything like that?
Looks the exact same. Just looks muscular. Just looks more shredded, basically. That's it. But I feel like then they probably just did the thing that is really dangerous, but they do in every, like, movie with, like, the male, like, superhero protagonist sort of thing, where they dehydrate themselves to make their muscles look bigger or more prominent and such. Like, Wolverine used to do it a lot, and it's really dangerous for you. It's
dangerous, and I'll say it now. Thank you to those actors.
Thank you. It's damn good.
It really is.
You know, that's...
Turns me the fuck out.
It's kind of weird how... So the beginning of X-Men... The first one doesn't hold up at all, in my opinion. It's really kind of cheesy garbage.
You can appreciate the dumbness of it.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it gets struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
Genius, genius, genius. No, that was terrible.
That was absolutely although, actually, one of the best lines is from that. So, whoa, it's just me. Prove it. You're a dick. All right. that was good right there. I enjoyed that.
But even that, like, just prior to that, like, when he's literally fighting Mystique.
As himself, yeah.
When did Mystique develop their powers?
She doesn't, that's the thing.
So why she got claws?
But the thing is, she has the claws, but he cuts right through them as well. So they're not metal. They're definitely not metal.
But she doesn't lose a finger or anything like that,
no, she's still got her fingers. She just cuts through. So maybe she can actually create, like, extensions of herself or stuff if she actually needs to. Maybe she could actually... So maybe if she transformed into, say, Angel... She could still use the wings for that, yeah? Maybe. But we never actually see her do that, so it's just theoretical, that one. But maybe that was because, again...
Wait, we might see Jennifer Lawrence do it if she comes back. God damn it.
Didn't she hate playing that role as well?
Like, I'm so glad she's not in it anymore.
Oh, I mean, well,
she literally sucked the life out of it.
But yeah. It wasn't necessarily... It was the fact of... I think it came from her reputation from the Hunger Games of, oh, she's a good person, so they seem to shift... Mystique into the good person role, and it didn't make any sense.
Every time you take a character who is borderline evil and then sometimes does good, especially a character like Mystique, she's like the ultimate espionage.
She just kind of does whatever she needs to at the moment. I think she's very much, I'll go with the flow, literally put on the face that I need. That's exactly what she is. When
she's with Magneto, like when they've redone a full story, which, goddamn, I hate. But the whole idea of her getting with Magneto is because she genuinely feels like humans deserve to be wiped out.
Yeah.
We deserve
Muted
to rule.
And proud, yeah. Where the next step, fair enough. Like, it's literally what happens.
And if I was in that world and I didn't
agree with
get any of them powers, I would totally be walking up to them and going, hey guys, take it.
You know, especially in the...
We tried and we fucked up.
Because that's the thing, actually, in the first one, his whole goal is he wants to either... try and turn all the humans into mutants or they fucking wipe their head. If they can't handle the powers, they die. And I'm sorry, but I would be sat there front row and centre, be like, come on, hit me, bitch! Give me the power!
I mean, I'd rather die, win, or I'd rather get powers, win.
But then
I'd rather go that way.
Does the second one hold up? I don't remember.
Second one, it's more about Wolverine.
We got a little bit of Wolverine backstory, but not too much, right?
Yeah, it kind of like dives into it, but it heavily revolves around Wolverine. But to me...
We should see more Nightcrawler. That was what I remember thinking when I was a kid. I wanted more. Nightcrawler was my favourite.
He was one of the best... I mean, I'll say that scene, to this day, is still one of the best scenes in any movie. When he's storming the White House.
Oh, the beginning. The opening scene is actually really good. And it's like,
you get to see all this with him, and then it's like, oh, guess what? Now he's just going to teleport and save some children. Really?
It's true. Never get to see him actually in combat again, actually. Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, but he was hypnotised to do that, and it's like, yeah, even if he was hypnotised...
That assumes he has the skills to do it. He can still do this shit. I might watch that scene when I get in. But the third one, obviously, nobody like that. As a kid, I fucking loved that shit, because I was just like, this is amazing. This is just mutants going at each other. Just remember the one scene where what an odd scene when I think about it. When they're all at that very first rally for the mutants, and that fat guy goes to sit down and then shapeshifts into a skinny guy. I'm like, why would you make them unsettled to feel like you're gonna sit on them just to fuck with? Although actually, I'd probably do that to be fair.
More to the point, why would you ever be walking around as the fat guy?
Why would you want to be the fat guy?
And don't start with body positivity, all you free fucking people who watch this.
Oh,
but seriously, why?
You don't know us. We could be fat.
Yes. Could be. Pass me those Doritos. Ooh, man, don't mind if I do.
God, don't mind if I do.
See, even Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
And I still
Spider-Man
say that's
2, great movie.
Arguably the best one out of them.
Yeah, probably.
Of course, Doc Ock, perfect casting.
Doc Ock was not just perfect casting, even the writing for him and everything was actually fucking spot on.
And I do like how by the end of it, you genuinely feel sorry for him, but you're rooting for him.
Yeah. you see his motives and everything, because he's still just going along with his original plan of making like a sustainable. But he's actually trying to do a good thing necessarily, isn't it? Because he wants a sustainable power source. Because he wants to make a tiny sun that you can basically put a clamp around and go, right, keep this in here, renewable energy for the entire planet forever.
I mean, it is very good to show, like, scientists shouldn't always muck about, like, you know, leave well enough alone. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. Yeah. But, it's like, if you ever compare them to the comics, which I've learned not to do as much.
Yeah.
Because
they're their own thing, yeah.
Nah, he wouldn't be getting controlled by tentacles.
Yeah.
Metal ones.
I actually did like what they did in the game, though. How it was, you know, the PlayStation 4 game. How it was, he had like a degenerative disease that he couldn't move his limbs properly, so that's why he was moving to them. But, like, by that point, he's kind of, like, driven himself a little bit crazy, and so he kind of needs them. I was like, you know what? I'm actually chill with that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
But that, I just remember thinking all the way through, they'd done it as if it was going to be a twist.
Oh, yeah, as if we didn't know he was going to turn into Doc Ock. I was like, who's playing this and not knowing this guy's going to be Doc Ock?
It's like when it was like, oh, well, he's in charge of the whole Sinister City, and I'm like, oh, no, I never saw that. He's got blueprints on the wall all the way through the film. Yeah.
It's literally there throughout all of it. But yeah, the second one of that is really good. The fight scenes are really good as well, actually.
Yeah, that train scene really as well.
Yeah. I was thinking the train scene, and I really like the bit when the fight first starts up, and he throws the bit of the clock at him, and he just like springs it back round straight up at him. I'm like, that's actually really fucking cool.
Even again, like, there's a main drive with Spider-Man at all times, and I still feel like they haven't nailed it with the newest ones. With the is it Tom Hiddleston?
Tom Holland.
No, Tom Hiddleston's
Tom Hiddleston's logo.
Well, not
some
much longer.
Loki. He ain't me.
Stuff's going to change there.
You think?
Easily. I think he's going.
Do you think they're going to try and replace him with Sylvie?
I think the full point of the Loki series is so that you start to get, not irritated, but you start to go, he's not as good as I thought he was. Because what do they do? They make him dumb. They make him very like, oh, he can fight 1 minute, but he can't fight the next minute.
Yeah.
He can project this power, but he's never used it ever in the...
Yeah. Where the fuck was the telekinesis coming from? That was never there before.
But... Why did we not once, through the full series, see him use his duplicating power? No,
we didn't do it. And you get a
mention
of that.
He had many opportunities as well.
You get a mention of that from classic Loki, when he says, I made a duplicate so perfect, it fooled even the mad Titan himself. I'm like, okay, cool. Are we going to see a duplicate at some point? I guess not. All right, fuck you, I guess.
When he said that, it also made you question, well, wait a minute. Why didn't he do that then?
Yeah. Because that's the variance, apparently. That's apparently him going back and interacting, because that was the thing. They didn't mind him being off planet and being away. It was until he tried to contact Thor again, I believe. Like I assume a few good 1,000 years later, because he gets lonely. Because he's on a planet desolated and by himself.
I think they say to him the moment he set foot off the planet.
That was it.
They took him.
No, it wasn't even that. It was the moment he decided to step foot off the planet. As soon as he was like, I'm gonna leave, they just appeared around him. He was like, well, shit, I guess I'm not leaving.
But, yeah, I definitely feel like you're going to see a lot more of characters that you've loved since Iron Man 1 and onwards.
Get killed or get ruined.
They're going to make them worse.
Yeah.
So that what comes is better.
I mean,
which
Thor
is dumb.
They've done it with Thor already.
Like,
even though after Ragnarok, which is, in my opinion, still the best Marvel movie made so far, at least in the MCU at the very least.
The MCU, yeah, possibly.
Yeah, and so you've got that one, the Ragnarok one, which was absolutely amazing. It was so well done. And then immediately afterwards, you get Infinity War, and I'm just like, alright, you've made him just... He's obsessed with getting an axe now for some reason. Okay, it wasn't the whole point of Ragnarok. I don't need the hammer. I am my own power source. Okay, you just completely undermined that. Alright, fuck you, I guess. And then you get Endgame where it's Fat Thor. Oh, everything's a joke with him. His entire existence is a joke. I'm sorry, the fucking War Machine making a joke and being like, oh, what's running through my veins? Cheese whiz. Fuck you, War Machine. What have you got running through your veins? Nothing, you pathetic fuck. Iron Man made you dick.
How's those legs, War Machine?
Can you fucking walk? Hey, look at that. Hey, look, it's a regular person. And look what he's doing. He's walking!
We should clarify that we have nothing against disabled people.
No, you do it. I don't care.
Although when they get in the way when you're in line, it kind of does get kind of irritating. I'm just saying.
I just don't like anybody, to be honest, but still.
We all deserve to die.
But War Machine's one of the ones that bugs me, especially, because everything about him, he's literally just... He stole Iron Man's suit, and he just continued to use it. Anything happens to the suit, can't repair it, can't improve upon the suit, anything like that. Because... Tony Stark has done everything. Tony Stark, he's obviously making his suits better and better as time goes on. He's still using, the fucking Mark II variant of it.
Well, I think I just really can't get away with the character. The actor, I mean. I really don't like
I don't like that actor. I like the original actor.
Yeah.
He seemed really cool. Really charismatic and actually, a nice person. Don Cheadle, though, seems just angry.
But this is what you need with War Machine, in my eyes.
Yeah.
Chemistry with Tony Stark,
which that guy
actual
does not
back
have.
and forth, and with him, I just feel like it's so forced and it's so
I was gonna say, I feel
deadpan,
the one where he tried that was when is this Tony Stank? Is it? Yes, this is Tony Stank. Tony, never letting you live that down. You're like, is this your fucking thought of a friend?
Is this the joke? Is
nah, that's not
what
it.
You say to your friends, because that must be why you've only got one.
Ugh, absolutely terrible. That's how do you feel? Tony Stark puts up with you, you piece of shit. He made
just
you.
That. But again, it's there's way too much. Okay, we haven't got Iron Man anymore.
No, Iron Man's gone. It was always going to happen, that one. I think
we're going to get War Machine next down the line. Probably. Is it just going to revolve around him?
What happens? I'm waiting for the point actually where his suit will get damaged and he won't be able to repair it. And he just can't be War Machine anymore.
Nah, Tony Stark will have something in place.
Some bullshit the War Machine protocol has been activated, and it'll send the fucking things there to hit into it.
Or his daughter grows up to be a super genius and she just keeps repairing suits.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, the whole Ironheart idea.
Yeah.
If it was his daughter, if it was done with, some homage to him, what's the word?
Yeah, homage, I think.
Just carry on his legacy.
Yes.
But then at the same time, as she shouldn't just turn up and be like, I'm the bestest ever.
No.
We should be seeing her devastated that she can't live up to her dad.
Yeah, actually.
But gradually realising that she's not just Iron Man, she needs to be. You know what I mean? More.
That brings in the perfect thing of, they need to, actually, emphasise the flaws of their characters a lot more. Yeah. Because now, they're making it out as if everything they do is good. One Division, they make it seem everything's fine by the end. She's still enslaved an entire town for
what
months.
She done was evil.
That's still horrifying. That's not a good person.
Nah. But then, see, this is what I'm thinking. You got to see the flaws of the heroes in the early ones.
Yeah.
And it wasn't at the point where it was you're not rooting for them anymore.
No.
It was to the point where you were like, Jesus Christ, I genuinely want these to win.
Yeah.
And there you go. So Iron Man, he gets kidnapped and thrown in a cave. Mm-hmm. So the first thing you think is, okay, what's he got to do? He's that intelligent. He's making a weapon. What's he doing? He's breaking out. Okay, he overcome an obstacle. What does Captain Marvel do to overcome an obstacle?
Boom!
I'll shoot you with my lasers. Really? This is what we're doing now?
Oh, it really bugged me in that movie, actually, how they spent the entire time going, we gave you that power. And then it's by the end of it, she's like, this was always my power. I'm like, did you never just think, why does nobody else around me not have this power?
Yeah.
Am I a prototype? What am I? What's happening here? You guys, I would actually test that. I'd be like, so you guys can take this power away, yeah? Go on then, do it. Take it away from me right now.
Why isn't there a sense of her flaws? Why don't we get the flaws? No, we just get these massive. She can overcome anything.
Her flaw was meant to just be that she was tricked, I think. But I mean, you would be tricked if you were born and raised in that sort of thing.
Is that a flaw of the character, or is that literally just
going with what you were taught and raised with? To be fair, more than anything, because she doesn't remember anything of being on Earth, so she's just going with what she was taught by the. Oh God, I can't remember the hell they got the Kree. No, the Kree are the green ones, aren't they?
No. Wait, let's think. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know anymore.
No, actually, I think the Kree are the ones that she's with, and I don't remember what the fucking green ones are called.
The Skrulls.
The Skrulls.
That's it.
It's the Skrulls. Yes, the Skrulls and the Kree.
You know, the ones that are supposed to actually be the bad guys.
They're actually, yeah. I think they only did that because.
But no, they're just immigrants. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody in the comics, comic world, will have known that they were the bad guys, so they're like, ooh, what a twist! But really, it was just kind of, wait, really? you're actually doing this?
Yeah, we're still getting the secret invasion.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense. So I'm like, so are there still bad Skrulls? Is that what's meant to be happening here? Oh, what's happening there, boys?
Oh, but we had these other Skrulls that you didn't see that are very, very naughty. They were kept in a time-traveling loop. It'll be something dumb like that.
Some dumb shit. Also, again, like with a lot of like prequel stuff, I don't like it when they do prequels to stuff, especially ones that really tie in with everything. Like how Captain Marvel and Black Widow. There's pieces from that where I'm like, right, where are these in the later ones? Where's Goose? Where the fuck is he? What was he been doing this entire time? I know he's only a cat, but he's an interdimensional cat. We don't see where he is, though. Don't ever find out. Never even mentioned again yet. And then Black Widow, her sister, and Red Guardian, who I really wish they'd use more as well. I was very curious to see how another super soldier would have done. And then her pseudo-mother, whose name I don't remember.
What do you mean, the evil bitch scientist?
Yeah, that
who
bitch.
Basically just kidnapped young children and made them, like, do horrific things.
Yeah, and then they're all just chill with her by the end. Yeah, her. Like, all of these characters, where are they? Because they're all fine by the end of this movie. Spoilers, by the way. If you hadn't seen Black Widow, fuck you. And I don't care, because it's a piece of shit.
And if you like Black Widow, fuck you, double.
Yeah, and if you think I don't like Black Widow because I'm a male, I'll have you know, I'm goddamn Loki. I'm a motherfucking shapeshifter. I'll be a woman if I want to. I'll be a fucking pan-gendered horse. You don't fucking know me. I'm fucking Loki.
Really irritates me how that you'll stick your penis in a horse, but not me. I'm just saying. Some fucked up shit right there.
You want fucked up kind of shit.
You sound just like my mother.
That's because I am your mother, Craven.
God damn it. I knew it. I knew the breast milk tasted the same.
They always told you your mother was a whore.
Wait a minute, who you been talking about? Yeah, that's good old daddy talking.
But yeah, so there's a lot of things that, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the action from them is like actually still kind of cool and everything. But when you plot your movie, it's kind of pointless, and I'd rather just watch the clips of the action. Because don't get me wrong, Taskmaster's action in Black Widow was cool to watch. Taskmaster was an awful used character in that, because I know they like to change something from the comics, and I'm like, okay, fair enough, because you want to have a little bit of variance from.
You want to hit the massive audience. You don't just want to,
But I'm sorry, but why would you make them so shit like that? And also, yet another villain where you've made it so it's like, oh no, don't worry, they're not a villain. They're just misunderstood. And I am fucking sick to death of that. I want somebody to go, I don't like you. I want to beat you. Whatever happened to Joker? You like him, but you want to beat him. You don't want him to win still. The man wants to fucking blow up the universe. You want him to win because you're a fucking psycho, but,
but not anymore, because they've done the Joker movie and everyone likes the Joker at the end of that.
That's true, yeah, that's true. But again, actually, they did the exact same thing in that. Everybody's rooting for him. Everybody wants to fucking cause some chaos.
I haven't got like loads of bad against the Joker movie.
No, the Joker movie, right. The Joker movie is a good movie. I don't like it being Joker.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
I felt like, me personally, when it comes to the Joker, I like the question mark.
Yes.
I like the whole...
I don't like knowing who he is.
Yeah. I like being left in the dark to the point where you can literally just come up with anything to why he snapped anything. But like, that Joker movie could have been its own thing.
Oh, definitely. It didn't have to be called Joker. It could have just been called like the Clown Prince or something. You know, it'd even be like a wink wink homage to it, because that's what he's known as, you know, the Clown Prince. But it didn't have to be Joker per se. But I
was like, okay, I can get away with this, I can get away with that, I can get away with what his mum does to him, because that would totally and utterly that could be the thing that just snaps you. But I didn't like how people were rooting for him. Yeah. This is a guy who everyone's supposed to be scared of. Like, terrified of him walking in a room, and they're all standing, like, cheering his name on.
I do like the interview, though, that he does with the comedian. That is a good bit. When he's just like, I shot those guys in the train. It's like, so let me get this straight. You think shooting those guys was funny? I do. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. And I'm like, that's good shit right there.
That's it.
Like, that's fucking creepy, bruh.
But that's the way you should feel, just unsettled.
Oh, God,
is he going to make a joke, or is he going to shoot you in the face?
I mean, it's like that bit from one of the animated movies, and it's in the comics as well, when he goes into a catatonic state, and then when he wakes back up, and he's completely cured, he no longer feels like the Joker. Obviously, his face still looks
that's
like...
That's what inspired that scene.
And then, and then he gets there, he sits in there, he picks up the coffee mug, he's like, can I take this? Sure, man, we got loads of...
Sure, you can keep it.
Just fucking stabs everyone, like kills all of the audience. I'm like, yes,
when I was in the pictures watching Joker, I was just truly and utterly like looking at that mug I kept looking at that
waiting like, for him to use it.
It's a bit out of reach, but could he get it?
I do like that. Just like, you know what you get what you deserve. But I do like that. I saw a meme of that before. It was like, you know what you get what you deserve. And then somebody put it over, so it's a picture of a dog, and it's just patting the head of the dog instead. It's like, see, it's good.
I'm being honest. I feel like the MCU has literally just become that, an excuse for them to create memes. They don't care about the story anymore. They're just trying to make a dumb joke. Action scene, dumb joke. Action scene, dumb joke. Emotional.
Do you know what the perfect example of that actually is? And it's because I would still say Phase 2 is where they start to fall apart. Because Phase 1 took you up to the first Avengers, and that probably should have been it. But Phase 2, when Age of Ultron, language became the fucking thing that, ha ha ha, oh my god, Captain America said fuck, or, oh wait, no, it was Iron Man. It's like, shit, language, oh my god, the 170-year-old just told me language. Wow, what a joke. What humorous! Fuck you.
Meanwhile, he's just fucking decapitated someone with his shield. Because no one's surviving that shit.
Oh, I always love that shit. That is one of my favourite memes right now, though, whenever I see, like, somebody, like, me dealing a small amount of drugs in Gotham, Batman about to break all of my limbs.
Oh, Batman, don't fuck around.
He won't kill you, but you'll fucking wish you were dead.
You'll piss blood for the rest of your life. Meanwhile, the Punisher puts you out of your misery with...
At least he fucking does you in.
And don't get us started with the Punisher TV show. I mean...
Okay, no, you said don't get you started. Let's start with something else.
Let's move on. I don't want to, like, be that sad or... Well, I'm already depressed. But...
Even with, like, the X-Men movies. So, I think they've all had it. Like, X-Men and Marvel have had it. X-Men, there's obviously been less movies, and Marvel obviously a lot more. But they've all had that steady, like, hey, it started out pretty good. Hey, it's getting better. Hey, it's alright. It's alright. Hey, this one's really good. Oh, this one's awful.
What did we do? Burn it. Burn it now.
Burn it to hell. I mean, I still always say, and I think a lot of people do agree, that First Class is probably... First Class, and then for me personally, Logan is fucking top tier. But Logan was the end of the line where they said... The studio just stopped caring, and that's what made it good.
Yeah.
Studio didn't care. They were just like, yeah, just have a little bit of money, make your movie, then fuck off. And it was the best one they did. And then First Class was just really fun.
Have you noticed, like, so far the best Marvel movies are the ones that aren't done by Disney?
Like which
Marvel.
ones? Oh, do you mean like Venom? Yes, I mean, Venom was really fun.
Every time I rewatch it, I see flaws, but you do that with a lot of movies.
You do that with any...
But it's still enjoyable, and you still like it.
I've just said how, like, I love Logan, but even that, I can say, like, yeah, Logan has a fuckload of flaws. But it also has that fucking bit where you hear him roar, and then just hear the guy shit himself and go, "It's the Wolverine!" As he proceeds to rip 6 of them in half.
Well, the opening scene, I love how he just does that, gang bangers, and then his claws stuck. I like that because I'm like, yeah, we're really
that right there, actually, that is one of the flaws that I noticed pretty early on, actually. I don't like my second or third viewing, actually, because when he pops his claws, it's like, it's one of his hands. I'll say it's the left hand, okay, that like one of them obviously doesn't fully go out. Later on, when he pulls it out, he uses the other hand that's pulling out. It's the wrong one. I was like, you little fuckers.
I think it's supposed to mean, though, that...
Maybe both of them.
Both of his... Because his hands are that... like, again, like, it does kind of bug us that, it's poisoning him, it's killing him, like, he's got regenerative.
I'm not keen on that, but I think they just wanted a way to have him have this send-off, I like to think, personally, it's kind of... It's a mental thing as well. That it's, kind of like the second Spider-Man. Yeah, the second Spider-Man, how, like, he gets in such an emotional state that his powers just turn off. And I think it's like, Wolverine is so fucking done in with his life of, like, everybody dying around him. He kind of wants to join them almost, so his body starts to decline finally.
And think about it, in that, he's literally, like, the one person that's alive and he's got to take care of, killed all his friends.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's so sad with Charles as well. Especially how, like, Charles is, like, losing his mind and everything. And you look, like, it's so sad when Charles does actually go, especially the way that he goes. Because when he shows up and just stabs him, I thought that was going to be some sort of dream or something. I was not expecting that to actually be a thing. I was like, where the fuck did this come from? Holy shit.
See, that's my biggest gripe. I can't stand when you get, we've got a younger version of you have to fight. It's like, really? Really?
Yeah.
All these cool characters. Where's Lady Deathclaw at this point? The one who's got powers like him?
But we already saw her in X-Men 2, so they probably just didn't want to reuse her, I would imagine.
Yeah, but you could have done...
You could have done.
Similarity.
You easily could have done... There's something else that you could have done, but I still enjoyed it. But it's the kids that I can't get over how bad some of the acting was for the kids. Hello, fucking... Is it Daphne O'Keefe or something? The one who played Laura?
Yeah.
Hell of a little actress,
yeah. Like, her... And I know, like, I'm sure Ellie in Last of Us, I would have cast her. I really would have, because I think she's that good. She could have pulled it off.
Yeah, actually, perfectly, yeah. Isn't it Maisie Williams they've gone with?
No, they've... It is someone out of...
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones. I think it's, what's it called? Bear Island?
Oh, actually, that's alright, actually. Yeah. I'm okay with that. She was pretty cool, actually.
I mean, she did command the screen, to be fair, in a lot of scenes.
Actually, she was pretty good.
We did root for her as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But like today, I feel like it's very much stopped being about good stories, good writing. Let's get a message in there. Let's get a political message that means like, oh well, the men are horrible people, which okay, bastardize us and then see what happens.
I think you'll find everybody's horrible people. Yes. Everybody has the potential to be absolutely fucking awful. But I think the perfect example of that being a thing where the series was made, it's not really enjoyable for fucking anybody, and it's purely just for a political message and didn't need to be done, is The Winter Soldier. And there's so many people who haven't been able to even get through that because it's just not entertaining. I got into episode 2 and I realised I was checking my phone constantly. I wasn't asked about what was happening, and I knew it's because everybody's like, oh, this John Walker, oh, hate him, and all I've seen, I don't know if he actually is awful later on or something.
I'm sure he becomes badass.
I've heard, but all I'd seen so far, and people apparently hated him from the get-go, all I'd seen so far was that he was a great army man who got all these accommodations. And I was like, right, okay, I get that you didn't really want somebody else taking up the mantle, because obviously it was meant to be Sam, but I hate how this entire series is about Sam taking up the mantle. You know, the thing he had at the end of Endgame, because that was literally the point of passing on the shield to him. To pass on the fucking title as well.
Meanwhile, Bucky's in the corner wondering, hey, what the fuck's going on there?
Well, I guess I'll just use my fucking metal arm to tug myself off.
Would be perfect together.
If I use the shield of my other arm, and then my metal arm could be my offensive weapon. Ever thought of that?
Yep.
No, you know why? Because you're a fucking asshole!
Let's give it to Falcon. Why? Because Falcon is
I'm not gonna lie, actually,
a good guy?
I do actually like Falcon in those movies, though. I didn't like it, the series, like I say. But I actually really liked him in those movies. I actually did think it was quite fun.
That's what I mean. You do more damage when you try to do that kind of stuff to the characters. Because there you go. There's people now who are just like, oh god, get Falcon off screen. He's irritating us. Why is he giving a speech to Air? Because that happens near the end.
Yeah, he gives like a big speech to like.
And you've got to do better. No shit, Sherlock. Yeah. That's kind of the purpose. We all have to do better as we're going along. Mm-hmm. But what's your plan? Just to say that?
Like, that's everything? That's all you got? Alright. I mean, like, because the thing is, I remember, like, even kind of dumb, but I still enjoyed it, was, like, in Civil War, I want to say, when you first see him using, like, Red Wing, I think he calls it, the little, like, drone thing. Yeah. And, like, I think it's Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow sees it, it's like, I'll never get used to that thing. He's like, it's cute, right? Go ahead, pet him. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of funny, you know what I mean? He's got his little companion, it's a drone, but he's like, yeah, it's my little friend. Like, that's kind of cool, I like it, but now I'm just like, I'm not gonna be Captain America because, I'm not gonna be Captain America, nobody will accept me or some shit. I'm like, I mean, mate, if you fucking take up the mantle like Captain America and start doing Captain America things, alright, then the fucking what, like?
More the point, flying Captain America?
Fucking flying Captain America, that's a step up.
Who doesn't want that?
He can get to you fucking faster. That's one of the things that I was movie actually like. A lot of these superheroes couldn't get to stopping actual small crimes. You know, say a bank was getting robbed. Imagine Captain America just running down the street, ready to get there really fast.
Meanwhile, the mugger's gone.
Yeah, like it gets it. Okay, I'm here. Where are they? That was 4 hours ago. Ah, damn.
Do you need counselling? I might as well do something.
I mean, are you trained in that? No. I'm gonna sue you if you do it. Ah, fuck.
This is fucking Miami all over again.
I mean, I think that's one of the things I really like about Spider-Man Homecoming, I think. How you see him being a little neighborhood Spider-Man. Like, he helps an old lady cross the street and everything, you know. And then there's just the guy's like, hey, you're that Spider guy from YouTube. I'm called Spider-Man. Okay, Spider-Man. Do a flip. yeah, just does the flow. I'm like, yeah, it's the kind of shit Spider-Man would be doing.
That to me is like what you want Spider-Man doing. You want him connecting to the community, but you also always want him dealing with the small crimes. Then when the big crimes come into account, he's got all this to juggle. Yep. Spider-Man should always be trying to juggle different things going on. He needs to get Aunt-May as not anymore because she's young and hot. But
for some reason. Apparently.
Originally, it was like she was old, fragile, she was meant to be very old, quite ill, so he would constantly have to juggle getting her medicine while fighting Doc Ock, while also trying to go on a date with MJ.
Doc, just give me the fucking medicine! Like, he's not paying for it, but this is how he does it. He just beats the shit out of the doctor. It's like beating it's like going on a video game and beating a certain enemy to get a drop from it. That's what he's doing.
But it's like, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
So far, all I've seen is of like the newest ones.
You know, actually, that reminds me of one of the things I really like from The Amazing Spider-Man. How, at first, like, obviously, he's going around trying to find the guy who shot his uncle, you know, he's doing all this. And then it's not until after he talks to the captain that he's like, the guy's just a vigilante, he's on a vendetta. And he's like, sort of sinks into Peter, they say, he's right, actually. I'm not being a good guy. Am I really helping anybody? I'm doing a vendetta. I need to change. And it's from that point that he actually like starts to become Spider-Man rather than I'm hunting the same person over and over again. He starts actually like helping people and stuff, and I fucking still love that movie.
I like them movies.
Yeah.
Like I say, like it's not the balance for Peter Parker, but I feel like on screen that's whenever the truest Spider-Man I've had.
Yeah, whenever he is Spider-Man, that is on point. Like I absolutely fucking love that.
And here's the thing with the Tom Holland. I want to like him. I genuinely want to like him. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I'm struggling. I'm really struggling to like get what the point of him is. Because here's my argument when it comes to Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yeah, of course.
Intelligent.
Yes.
Extremely intelligent.
Yeah.
Can create his own web shooters, can do all this amazing things.
Because he's meant to have built this entire suit.
What have they done with him now?
He's become
a
protege,
joke. He's dumb.
Yeah, he is kind of dumb, actually.
He's really, really dumb. And then out of nowhere, there's bits where it's like, oh, well, he's talking about science now and about microtransactions and microtransitions and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what? What?
Wait a minute, what the fuck? He was a dumbass a minute ago. But then also, it kind of does undermine him as well. That I think this is the only variation, other than in the comics when he does get the Iron Spider suit, and even that's pretty briefly, that his suit was made for him. Like, his regular suit was made for him. I'm like, okay, where Spider-Man's always made his own. I think sometimes his girlfriends have made them as well. But because that's the thing, his suits are meant to be high-tech.
Can't say that now, though. You can't have a girl sew a suit together.
Fine.
God damn it, Loki.
Significant other. How can I be sexist when I'm all of the sexes?
They'll find a way. I'm telling you.
They'll fucking find a way. But it's always been like somebody who he's people who he's with or like friends and stuff like that. But then it's because it's meant to be a regular costume that's meant to be possible for a normal human to be made.
When he's got that on, he feels like he's not only like wearing a suit, he's wearing something that's been made for him.
Yeah.
And that he's put effort in.
Yeah.
So when it gets ripped and torn when he's fighting, he's genuinely like, oh, God damn it.
I've got to fix this. But now he's just got, oh, hey, Tony, my suit got a little rip in it. Can you fix it? Like, that's what I fucking love, actually, on Homecoming. The end bit where he takes the suit away and he's got to go to the goofy fucking hoodie with a shitty glasses. I was like, that was good.
Yeah.
I fucking love that suit. It looks amazing. Like, it's trash and I love it.
But that is what you would create.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That is what you'd expect.
Especially early levels of, like, Spider-Man, which...
Me, personally, I feel like the whole give him a mentor. Or, there's a reason Spider-Man doesn't have the mentor.
Yeah.
He feels a lot.
He's meant to feel a lot and learn.
He gets better at it,
do you know, actually, that was one of the things that I was actually quite upset that was gone from Homecoming, because I actually really liked him being able to talk to Karen.
Yeah.
Because I had heard that apparently that's because usually in the comics, like you say, he works alone a lot, and so he talks to himself, but they didn't want to, but he thinks internally, he talks to himself in his own head, but they didn't want him to just be in his own head and us have to be listening to his thoughts, so they added Karen in so he could talk his thoughts out loud, and I was like, I actually really like the little back and forth. I was like, oh, I'm not sure what to do. Karen, what do you think? Should I ask out this girl? Even dumb shit like asking out a girl and everything?
See, to me that just literally does fall under the line of another mentor.
I suppose as well.
Like, he shouldn't have any of that. Spider-Man learns as he goes.
Yeah.
And one of the best things about Spider-Man is exactly the same as Batman. As he fails, he picks himself back up,
gets
and
stronger,
gets better at it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, before they made Batman unbeatable, he actually
Batman's
used to
like
feel
a fucking
lot.
god. Yeah.
Just watch the animated series. It literally was the first half. Batman loses. Second half, how can I win?
I wouldn't be surprised if it gets to a point where Batman somehow ends up with Superman's powers and just keeps them forever.
He's got a suit. He has a suit.
Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he?
I think it's called the Hellbat, or
he made it one just in case he had to combat. Although actually, that's another superhero movie this bit Batman v Superman. Oh, garbage movie. Fight was pretty cool though. It had some good moments.
I went to the pictures.
Yeah.
When I saw that,
actually,
I heard
that
literally
was too long for even the pictures.
Yeah.
Though.
As I walked out, people around us were literally like, "What was that?
Yeah.
What was that?" And I literally just thought to myself, "That's exactly what I thought we were gonna get. A massive nothing story, just so we wouldn't see the fight."
Yeah.
And it could have been done really well. It really.
Oh, it definitely could have been.
But the whole Martha aspect, I just remember sitting there thinking,
was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
So you're telling me if you were going to kill Joker, you're about to snap his neck, and he turned around and went, "Save Martha," he would stop then, wouldn't he?
Yeah, because it's just so fucking dumb that apparently the writers of it just went, "Oh yeah, apparently we were just watching through, we were looking through some of the comics and just thought, you know what, we never noticed they both get the same name." You know what? You know why you never noticed that? Because it doesn't fucking matter, you fucking retards!
Who do that? Bad writers.
Fucking dumb writers.
Let's connect them with a name. Really? Why not connect them with the fact that they both want to do great?
Yeah,
they want to save. Help. They want to help.
Don't get me wrong.
One of them can do it on a massive scale.
Yeah.
The other one has to start in his own backyard.
Don't get me wrong. I understand Batman's sort of ideal in that movie of, we don't know this man. If he did turn, would be fucked.
But who is he? Who is he at that point when he's got that kind of mindset?
He's nobody. He's just...
He's Lex Luthor.
Oh, yeah.
He's more like Lex Luthor
than Lex Luthor.
Oh,
my fucking God, yes.
Because he literally sees, he's a threat. He's something that we can't... And it's
I mean, the thing is, so Batman thinks of these stuff in the comics. He thinks, oh, this is a threat. But he gets close to them, becomes friends with them, and learns a weakness that he can save for later in case he needs it. Because, I mean, up until that point, Superman has done only good things.
Nothing whatsoever. I mean, the whole Batman looking up and seeing him destroying buildings. I'm sorry, but did you not see the other guy who was trying to wipe out the Earth?
Throwing him into those buildings and stuff. Because, to be fair, Zod's leading that battle for the most part. It's only at the end when, Superman gets lucky, basically, to be able to get into that position.
The fact that they've literally just seen Zod turn up with his world-changing machine.
Yeah.
They all know this is happening.
Oh yeah, because it's fucking happening.
You stop and you go, so what, Batman? Let that guy win and screw Superman, because Superman done all this damage and he orphaned this child. Which, let's be honest, Batman loves orphans.
He does.
They're his favourite.
Yeah.
There's your new Carrie Kelly. There's your new Robin.
You know why he loves them? Because nobody will fucking miss them when they die.
There's
he fucking takes them in, and then they'll eventually die. He's like, oh well, guess I'll get a new Robin. It's like a pet to him, basically.
I feel like he's just got cages.
Actually.
He's just got cages with him in suits, and he keeps letting them out.
He's like, all right, Johnny, it's time for you. Oh, Johnny's dead. All right then, Timmy, it's time for you.
He's just training them. If you can dodge a batarang, you can dodge the Joker.
See, I went for a different one. If you can dodge a bullet, you can dodge the Joker. Oh God.
It's another one down, Alfred. You've got Alfred in the corner with a little checkboard, just marking them off, but at the same time going, this is really fucked up.
You know, I went for an opposite one. I had Alfred's not doing anything. Alfred's just in the corner crying please,
such a good boy, Mr.
Just let them go, Mr. Wayne. Let the next one out, Alfred. No, Mr. Wayne, no. Do you want to lose another toe, Alfred? No, Mr. Wayne. He's chained up at the wall.
He's just got his shock collar on. The tea didn't have sugar.
This is why we're not allowed to write movies, because everything would be weird as fuck.
That'd be dark.
I mean, they'd be interesting, but...
It would just be a full-length movie about the Robin that got away, and Batman's hunting them down.
Dude, I'd watch that shit.
Yeah.
My God, Batman's the bad guy.
Yeah.
2 fucking rights I would watch that movie.
You could do it like a horror as well.
Hell yeah, you could.
Is he in the darkness watching me over there? No, it's just a cat.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. But then, the next time he thinks it's a cat and it's actually the Batman. That'd actually be pretty cool.
I'd watch it.
I'd watch this movie. Like, why don't they do this?
What if?
What if?
Why don't DC do what if?
So Marvel's doing what ifs. Don't give a fuck about any of them.
I don't understand why, anyway. Like, they think T'Challa being Star-Lord's a good idea.
But also, did you not see Spider-Man with the levitation cape? Oh my god, as if he couldn't swing around the building.
What are these webs for? Who needs them? You can fly.
Who needs them when you can fucking fly at 500 miles an hour?
And didn't he just develop a suit that can glide on the air?
Oh yeah, he did actually, yeah.
Which, I will say that, I did like that.
That suit looked cool as fuck.
I like the weapon, where it's like, you can glide. But so far, I'm not excited for any of the new Marvel movies.
No.
I'm trying to get excited about it.
I'm trying to get excited about it. What the fuck? I think it's Family Guy, isn't it?
I think
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm excited. Well, I keep saying I'm excited, but then at the same time, I feel like I'm going to be let down by Venom 2. I really do feel. I've got a bad feeling about it.
All I need is for them to nail Carnage. If Carnage is perfect, I can overlook a lot of stuff.
I just want Carnage to be actually living up to his name. That's all I ask. Carnage to cause carnage. That's it.
I need to see.
I also don't want Venom to be too dumb, because from that trailer he looks very dumb.
They've made him very, very childlike.
Very much. Like I said last time, to you at least, anyway, was when he's doing all that sort of shit, it very much seems like that's not actually in the movie, and this was for the trailer, and they're just throwing it in because, well, look at us, we're goofy and fun, woohoo. I
really hope so, but...
Same.
I've got that feeling.
When I get that feeling, I did a better fucking comic book movie.
It doesn't rhyme, but it makes sense.
Not even slightly. I mean, well, fucking X-Men ended on a horrible note as well, didn't it?
You know what we should do? We've already got one really irritating female character in this. Mystique! Let's bring in the other one.
Don't worry.
It's only Dark Phoenix.
We'll get rid of one, but immediately replace her with someone who can't act even more.
Oh God. She only got that role on 2 things.
Game of Thrones.
And she's a redhead.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
actually,
that's it.
Is she even a natural redhead? I thought she was actually... No, she's naturally blonde.
I don't think she's a natural redhead at all.
I think anyway. Yeah, but she, you know...
We want the proof.
Oh my god. Oh no, she's a bitch.
It's okay, it's okay.
Oh, I was a bit worried there, Craven, not gonna lie.
Oh, that's okay. We wouldn't say stuff like this. You've got to be a premium member on our Patreon.
A Patreon that doesn't exist. Because nobody fucking watches this except for us, because we're the only sad fucks sad enough to watch this shit.
Well, what you trying to say? I'm happy as hell.
I mean, I watched this, and then my other 23 personalities also watched this.
I watched it once. I wouldn't recommend it.
I'd love it if it turned out you only watched episode 1 of this podcast. You've never continued afterwards. Hey. You're like, you already lived it. You know how bad it is. You don't need to fucking listen to it.
This is
gonna be garbage. Why the fuck would I listen? Why would I continue?
I mean, I feel like I'm going to relive it when I'm talking to the psychiatrist. So.
Oh, most definitely. You'll picture my many faces to the psychiatrist.
And you have many faces.
I have many faces. Look at me now. Then look at me with a mustache.
No, my true form.
You know what it is? I'd fucking love that if Loki was actually doing that. He's not even shapeshifting. He just pulls out a fucking mustache, puts out, he's like, I am General Tao. And they're like, who? General Tao? Well, alright then. I guess you must be General Tao. Thank you.
Puts a hat on.
Yeah.
Long Lord Bottom.
Long fuck you. Like the names get progressively worse. Like he just gets to a point where he just goes, cunt! And then just like, what the fuck did you say? My name is Cunt!
Dad? I like the, I like the way that in the Loki trailer, you totally and only got the sense of like, oh, I will go.
Yeah, he's building up to the
we're finally going to
victory.
A lot, like, the possibility
it did mislead you quite well.
And then what did we get? We didn't get Loki.
We didn't get a lot. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I liked Sylvie at first, but it's one of those things, like, with a lot of, like, more recent Marvel stuff, I like it at first, and then the more I sit there and let my brain work again, I go, wait, is this good? Oh, is this... Oh, no. Oh, no, it's not good, is it?
It's like... Even a story, I feel like you're supposed to just sympathise for her off the belt.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, she was a child, she was took away, and, like, you don't know what you done wrong. And it's like, okay,
I keep seeing the exact same theory as to what she did wrong for her variants. And honestly, I don't find it that interesting, but everybody else seems to lose their shit over it.
Good one.
Yeah, that she was too good.
I'm going to destroy this. Like, if she's the good one, why did she kill him?
Yeah.
Why she done the thing that's destroyed us all? And if it's like, because she's been isolated by herself all this time, that she hasn't had this feeling, she hasn't had that. She's literally been living in doomsday scenarios. She's seeing people die and getting like, would you not think, holy shit?
Also, actually, if she keeps going to these doomsday scenarios and they're not catching her in these variations, shouldn't she be running into several different versions of herself in these doomsday scenarios?
No, sure.
Because she's been there. She must have been there for a good while. Because she's no longer a child either. She's grown up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as Guardians, I don't know. Actually, maybe they get to the same maturity at the same level. But then, no, actually, she's still been alive for a good while. I think. But there's only actually, I guess, if you've got an entire fucking timeline and the entire universe of different, actually, I guess, yeah. If there's as much life out there as like in the Marvel universe, at the very
least. But you think should being around all this death, do you think it's just made her immune to it?
You sort of get a tolerance towards it. Like, maybe you could argue that as well. But it's also kind of that dumb decision though. But they also needed it to happen because what was it? Where it's like, you can take over right now, and I'll just leave. I'll be here or something, but you can take over, or you kill me. And my variants take over, and then I'll be right back here anyway. And I'm like, okay, so killing him's the dumb decision.
I literally would have went for option 3.
Yeah.
Throw him in a cage, so he can never get out.
Yeah.
Just bind him all together so he can never escape.
Uh-huh.
And then just keep up with, not wiping out all the possibilities, but just wipe out any of his existing characters.
Yeah, actually.
All of his, just wipe them out.
You know what it is? That's a good fucking point, actually.
There's no reason.
The time variants should actually literally just be stopping all cans.
Him? Just stop them.
Only can. Actually, just stop them from existing in general.
Keep that one, just that one, in case you ever need to know what's going on here or what to do.
What if that's how they end up doing it? They end up creating the TV again with only a small crew, but they stop every Kang from ever being born.
And the ending of that was just such a letdown.
Yeah, I just didn't. I don't know, I'd kind of...
There was a lot where I'm sitting there and I'm like,
I don't even know what to fucking say, honestly. Most people seem pretty hyped by it and everything. Most people are pretty excited. It made a lot of people...
all you've got to do is throw a crocodile in with some horns and then people will lose their shit.
Hell,
oh my god, there's a crocodile out here.
Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my god. But
I do like how he throws him though in his hair.
See, that one and the WandaVision one, both of them have gotten everybody very excited for the Doctor Strange movie. And do you know what it is? After watching both of them, I'm actually no longer excited about it. Nope. I was excited for that movie, and now I'm not.
It's like my penis, it's just flat. It's not happening.
It's just fucking small and useless, you know what I mean?
Well, you've been saying about penis too long.
It's just fucking absolutely pathetic and shit. I mean, why is it even still there? Why wouldn't you just fucking cut it off, you pussy bitch? Get rid of it.
You're the one who fluffed the chance, goddammit.
Hey, I'm every gender all at once.
Just leave little me alone. Leave me alone.
Just leave me alone.
Meanwhile, little Craven. Yes, I may be small, but I will be dangerous. One day when I get out of here.
One day when he finally takes his pants off. It's been 14 years. The same underpants.
I am not 14 years old. Let's stress that right now.
No. You. I don't know. You're something. I was going with at the age of 14.
Oh,
that's when they were stuck to you from then on.
I thought you were saying that you're doing this with a 14-year-old.
No.
That would make you a nail. Moving on. Yeah.
Oh.
My hope is that
you have hope.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Just a speck.
That smidgen.
That
a little
Marvel starts to realise what they're doing's done.
Yeah.
Can't see it happen. Really can't see it happen.
I wish, because right now it seems like they're really wasting their time. So with Black Widow and Loki especially, how they've done that thing where, it's entitled Black Widow. This is not her movie. This is her sister's movie. Loki. This is not Loki's series. This is Sylvie's series. And they're like, but that is Loki. I'm like, but it fucking isn't. She even says she's not Loki, I'm Sylvie. Even though, yes, same character in a way, but no. If she doesn't identify as Loki even slightly, so why would it be?
What's the full premise for rejecting her being Loki?
I don't
because
understand
they took her away.
I think it's meant to be that
if anything, would you not want it more?
Yeah, as a fuck you. I think it's meant to be that Loki's always fail or something like that. I don't fucking know, so she doesn't want to fail. But they spend their entire time with these titles of the characters we already like, and then go, oh, it's not about them. Here's this new character introduced, rather than just introducing those new characters more naturally and actually giving them proper time to develop. No, you're just jumping right to it because you're like, oh no, well we need a new Black Widow, so we'll just make it her fucking sister, and then there you go, she's ready to go. Guess what? Hawkeye series is coming. Oh, never saw that coming, did you? Guess what? Nobody gives a shit because it's a guy with a bow and arrow. I could pick up a bow and arrow.
And it's not going to be anything about him. It's all going to be about his daughter.
Yeah, it's about
his
daughter.
The new rival.
Actually, that's really pissed me off as well. No, fucking it's about his daughter. Fine, I don't care about that. What I haven't known about is the fucking actress who was originally playing his daughter has been kicked out of the role for Haley Steinfeld now because she's got a bigger name on it. I'm like, you fucking little bastards. And then they did the same thing with Ant-Man's daughter. It's Catherine Newton now. Don't get me wrong, I love Catherine Newton. But what happened to the original one? Like, that's a very drastic difference.
You could have actually made careers for people there.
You actually could have, exactly. I mean, they actually started off doing that, if you remember. Chris Hemsworth was relatively unknown before Thor. Even Chris Evans was kind of small, to be fair.
Like, he was somewhat, in a few things, but, like, you didn't really care.
Yeah, like, he wasn't really, like, best
put him on it definitely put him on the map for the everyday man as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And woman.
Yeah, put him, like, but, yeah, like, there's a few people in here, it actually, like, kind of boosted their career at the very least. Like I said, it's Tom Hiddleston as well, actually, I think, because he's mostly a theatre actor, I believe. And he likes that stuff.
Well, it was Tom Holland before Spider-Man as well.
True, he was very young, like, to be fair. But yeah, like, he was also, like, nobody really fucking knew who Tom Holland was before Spider-Man.
I still wish I didn't.
You know, I actually really didn't like him in Civil War the first time I showed him. Nobody agreed with me on that. They were like, no, he was great, he was so funny. I was like, I kind of found him fucking annoying. Like, he was just there to be like, well, I'm the child, what's going on? Woo, I'm attacking. And I love how later on he says, like, I took on Captain America with you. Kid, if Cap wanted to lay you out, he could have. Like, then why the fuck did you take him?
And more to the point, like, where did all that go? Where did all the stuff that he does there just randomly go, oh no, he's kind of mediocre now, but he's getting better. He's literally just took on Winter Soldier, Captain America, and he takes down Ant-Man. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. And what's he fighting now? Water monsters that aren't even there.
Do you know what I fucking hate that they keep doing, actually? Any of you guys see that really old movie, Star Wars? Fuck!
That's literally...
You fucking bunch of pieces of shit.
That's all to appeal to the younger generation.
Oh, yeah. Good. Hey, I have seen Star Wars. Granddad, you showed me that. I wish I was dead, Billy. I wish I was a Force ghost, but only not looking over you.
God damn, I'd take Hitler in hell at this point.
Fucking hell. But, yeah, like, I hate that they keep being like, the worst one, actually, in Far From Home, when he puts the fucking music on, he's like, oh, I love, no, it's not AC/DC. I love something. He says I love a certain band or something, and it's the complete wrong band that he says.
Led Zeppelin.
That's it. I love Led Zeppelin, but it's AC/DC. That's what it is. And you just
how can you
get
that
fucking kidding me, you piece of shit.
It's like you have all this intelligence that doesn't exist anymore.
Nope.
So at least you have your jokes. Oh wait a minute, no, you don't even have them because MJ needs to be the funny one. Which, can I just say, not funny.
No,
not funny at all.
Not even slightly. No.
Like her character altogether. Bye-bye.
You know, actually, it kind of annoys me.
Bring back Gwen Stacy. Someone who was intelligent.
I love Gwen Stacy.
Actually added to helping him instead of just like, oh well, you know.
That is one thing that I think everybody has to give the Amazing Spider-Man. Even if you don't like the Amazing Spider-Mans, or if you don't like any Spider-Man, then, well, fuck off. You probably listened to the wrong podcast. But if you don't like the Amazing Spider-Man, but like the others, gotta give it at least this. The Gwen Stacy Peter Parker relationship is so good in those ones. The rest of them have never gotten that. And I think especially in this, I mean, actually, I don't know, Kirsten Stewart's might have been worse. Kirsten Stewart? Who's Kirsten Dunst? Kirsten Dunst, sorry. Not Kirsten Stewart, sorry. Kirsten Dunst's, theirs was very all over the place. But this current one, Tom Holland, where he's like, oh, I like MJ. And it's like, okay, why? What appeals to you about it?
What's actually interesting?
I don't know, she's just really cool and I like her political views. I'm like, oh, why? You've never shown any interest in this yourself. Why the fuck do you like her all of a sudden? Seems a bit seems a bit quinky-dink there. And also, I hate how she's not actually even Mary Jane, but that's how they get around not having her be like a redhead, which I hate, because I mean, it's like, it's Mary Jane. Mary Jane's not a redhead.
And why the hell is like redheads getting replaced?
Oh yeah,
altogether.
They really don't want redheads in their movies, bro.
They really hate us. They really do.
Yeah, they do be hating them. Well,
can't blame them, mate.
they do be kind of
soulless eyes.
MJ, yes. How fucking useless she fucking is in those movies. She's just
there. She hit something with a mace, though, man, Loki. A mace.
Guess what? Fucking anybody could do that. Oh my god, I hated her. How Flash. I hate Flash in those movies, actually. Because,
That's not Flash. That's not my Flash.
That is not my Flash either. Only because of one simple fact. And that's because he is a tiny, weak little man.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but even Peter Parker, before the powers, could have kicked that man's ass.
Yeah.
There was no way in hell he would be getting bullied by this scrawny little fucktard.
They basically turned him into, like, bitchiness.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, intimidating and a bully. Actual bully. Like, the full point of him is to be a bully. Is, like, he hates Peter Parker, he picks on him. Yeah. And Spider-Man's his greatest, like, thing in the world. Yeah, like,
fucking loves Spider-Man, yeah. Actually, the guy who played Flash in The Amazing Spider-Man, he was really good as him. I think he's only in the first one, but him, I was like, yeah, I could see him being able. I love the scene though when he's doing the basketball shit with him, and he's just fucking with him. Like he's like sticks the ball and says like, oh, "Come on, man, just take the ball." I'll tell you what, close my eyes. There you go. There you go.
You just kind of pull the ball.
On, man. Come on, Flash, take the ball. Like I love that joy. He looks at him like, "Come on, Flash, take the ball, man." Like I just have to say, like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? Come on, take the ball."
But even then, he feels more like Spider-Man than Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, for sure. I think that was meant to be like that thing. It's like I'm being more confident now because fuck you, I've got power, and it's because it's before he's really learned about like the responsibility of this power yet. But I really like that.
There's a lot of stuff where when I sit and I watch like the old Spider-Mans, and then like Amazing Spider-Man and the newest ones, I just feel like they've totally and utterly lost the purpose of what makes Spider-Man. Great power, great responsibility.
Yep.
Meanwhile, what's he doing? He's trying to get away MJ all the way through one of them.
Oh,
I feel like that movie was just made for teenage girls and people to like obsess over that relationship.
Teenage girls are obsessed with Tom Holland, especially.
I genuinely remember sitting in the pictures, and to the left of us was teenage girls, to the right of us was teenage girls.
Yeah, and it's just why? I wanted this movie for me. I mean, yeah, I can shapeshift into a teenage girl and watch the movie, but it's not the same, Craven.
And if I've had any feelings towards Tom Holland, it's just creepy.
It's fucking weird.
But I feel like the decline has been going for a while now, and the only way it's going to stop is if they die. They need to just cut off. Possibly start like years down the line, or give us the Fantastic Four we need.
Okay.
Because with them you could build off. You could easily build off like a better story, a better concept. At the moment, all we're getting is dumb jokes.
Yeah.
Literally, I call them fart jokes because they're just dumb. They don't take any intelligence whatsoever to get.
Don't take any knowledge around the line. It's just like it's the same sort of thing. It's just like, oh, I'll just trip this boy over. He fell over. Woo! Such a funny joke.
And then when you're sitting there and like they're literally like she's like, Bo's my new favourite word. I
fucking hated that.
I literally, and like someone walks up to her and says something and she's like, Bo. I literally just, I literally turned, like in the pictures, side to side, looked, and I was just like, why is this appealing to people?
Yeah.
In any way, shape or form.
Because don't you know, Craven? It's quirky. I'm so quirky. Like, really? This is like, I found Bo. It's my new friend. It can mean 1,000 things. It's like, well, I mean, any word can mean anything if you want it to have that inflection, really. It just doesn't necessarily mean that, because that's just fucking dumb. How could one word have so many things? Why would you want this? Why wouldn't you just actually say it? Oh, hey, would you like a flower? No.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and simple. Exact same amount of letters.
But then,
very fucking similar.
It's like all this, like, greatness that you're supposed to be saying by going to different countries in Europe, and, like, you just, okay, she's saying Bo. You've got the fat Asian guy falling in love with who looks like Gwen Stacy, but it's not Gwen Stacy.
Oh yeah,
she looked exactly like Gwen Stacy.
Yeah,
you've got them two in a dumb, stupid relationship, which, in my opinion, out of the full movie, I literally sat there and went, their relationship's better than MJ's and Peter Parker's ever could be.
Oh yeah, seemed more fun at the very least.
And at least they're actually like interacting. They're actually feeding off each other.
Getting together, like yeah.
And then the whole like, but MJ loves him secretly. I don't give a shit. And more to the point, if you want to go like into true MJ, MJ did like Peter Parker to a degree.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until he started developing more confidence that she actually started paying
attention.
Yeah,
she started like noticing him. I was kind of like, oh, he's kind of cute. But maybe he's not for me. He doesn't seem like he'd be capable of me. And then it's like, oh, he's getting kind of strong now. He a bad bitch.
I'm telling you now though, the next Spider-Man. Yeah, we're going to get to see like some cameos from people that we actually want to see.
I wonder how much of a cameo we'll actually get from them.
From what I've read, and this is major spoilers if anyone's actually listening to this now, there's going to be a massive, massive deal to do with Norman Osborn. He's supposed to come into the MCU universe altogether, and there's loads of talk about him sticking in to go to do the next Avengers when they finally do it. Like, he actually creates the Avengers where they're like, not that good, they're just A's.
Oh, see, you know what it is? Fuck your superhero movies, man. Superhero movies have had their time, just like zombie movies, just like vampire movies. Let them fuck off, right? We've had enough. We are two superhero fans. I grew up wanting to be a superhero. I still fucking want to be a superhero, for God's sake.
Grew up reading the comics. I've grew up watching the like animated shows.
I used to dress like fucking Batman when I was 4 years old, just being in the house. I just liked the idea of helping people and being super fast and super strong and everything. Your TV shows as well. Fucking get rid of the DC TV shows. It went downhill after the second season of The Flash, for God's sake.
They're not TV shows. They're just
fucking garbage.
Masqueraded as political messages.
Oh, yeah.
To let you know how much of a horrible person you are.
I get it. I'm a horrible person. I don't need the fucking reminder.
They keep telling us they're going to get it. They're going to get these monsters that they keep selling. I'm telling you now.
To be fair, people told that you're a monster enough. People fucking become the monster.
Well, right, okay, so why did Frankenstein become a monster? Because people treat him like it.
Yep, people treat it like that. That's what you're going to become.
But I genuinely think the next Spider-Man, you're going to get time travel, but it's mainly going to revolve around, and I'm not even just saying this, the whole, does she love me or does she love Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Even though in the second one she's like, no, I always liked you. Bullshit.
You know, actually, I think that's probably going to be like one of my last points for this, because we're getting on a bit now, so we'll try and... But I wasn't too bothered with this time travel in Endgame, but as soon as we met Kang the Conqueror, because it's the one that survives or whatever bullshit they went with, and I looked into that and it was like, Kang is literally always time traveling, apparently.
Yep.
The longest he's ever spent in present day was 36 hours. And I'm like, so your entire thing is constantly going to be jumping back and forth between time. I'm like, it's going to be a clusterfuck mess, not make any sense, and you're just going to not know what you're doing, because you're trying to do something, and you're trying to seem smart, and you're not going to make it work.
It's the writing that haven't got...
And I'm not saying I could make it work, because I fucking could. I would avoid Kang like the plague. I think that would probably be one of the hardest villains to fucking write for.
I would realise that Kang wasn't much of a big deal in the comics. Like, he done some stuff, but at the end of the day... When you think of the major villains,
yes,
I wouldn't even say he comes close.
Nah, I think.
Where's Doom?
Where's Victor Von Doom? Victor Von Doom, proper Victor Von Doom.
Yeah,
not the lightning controlling guy. We've had. Yeah, he can shoot lightning in the comics, but he can do so much more.
That's his suit as well, you know. That's not a natural ability.
That's the thing. His natural abilities are meant to be way better, because isn't he meant to be like the Sorcerer Supreme, like he's beyond Doctor Strange. Yeah. They're like a big adversary. He's the adversary of like everyone because he's such a fucking threat.
There's no one in the comics, at least, that I know that wouldn't worry about going against him.
Like if it was like, oh hey, you're gonna fight Doctor Doom, they'd immediately start pissing themselves. The only one who might not was Deadpool, because Deadpool's insane.
Deadpool would just troll.
Yeah, Deadpool would be like, whoa. Let's see if this bitch can kill me.
He would probably turn up and try to steal his mask.
Probably, yeah.
But, like, that would go, it's like, so Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Let's see how Marvel fuck this up.
Curious to see how this... Because I wasn't big on Deadpool 2 either, but that's because it stopped being a Deadpool movie, started being a team movie, and I don't like the team movies. I prefer more individual ones, which again, I think that's why I like Logan more, because it's mostly about Logan. Yeah, it's got a little bit of like Charles, but it's Logan's story at the end of the day. Logan and passing on the torch to like his like child, and like just stuff like that. Whereas when you've got like these massive ones, they're good occasionally. Like I say, I did enjoy Endgame and Infinity War, but then when everything comes down to everything's a major threat constantly, it's...
But there you go, all that's undermined now. Yeah. All of it's undermined because them Infinity Stones won't matter.
Oh yeah, Infinity Stones.
They're just paperweights.
I hate that. I really hope... The only way I would allow them to get around that, okay, is if it turned out that's an illusion set in by Kang. That those aren't the actual Infinity Stones.
I don't think it will be.
I don't think it will be either, but that's the only way I would like it. So it turns out those are actually just coloured rocks that he puts around to keep that in people's minds. Like, nothing is stronger than the TVA. TVA controls everything, when really they don't. He actually hoards all of the real Infinity Stones in the back. He keeps them, and that's what powers him or something, but they're probably not going to do that. If they did, I'd be like, you know what, alright, fair play to us. You actually did good.
Backed up my theory about the fact that there's more than just one Infinity Stone as well, even though that was kind of the full purpose.
Because it doesn't make any sense with Loki.
It really doesn't.
And now it says like, oh, okay, so nothing can stray from the main timeline, because if you stray from the timeline, well then you're fucked. And he's like, oh, okay, so Loki travelling around, that's a variance. But them travelling back in time and stealing the stones, yes, they put them back, but they were also in New York and doing this shit and everything, and do you not just think that's not meant to have happened?
Yep.
And also, the one that really doesn't make any sense really when you think of it, is the Soul Stone. So, a soul for a stone. One thing, I don't know how the fuck Cap put that back.
How was there so many Soul Stones?
Yeah, who the fuck's been getting so many of those Soul Stones? Who's been sacrificing people to these things?
It's just Kang turning up with random people. You can have that one, and this one, and that one.
It makes himself slightly care about them, and then just pushes them off the cliff.
I feel like they really need to just stop. They truly need to stop. It's not only... Because here's the thing. Fair enough, okay, superhero movies are getting shit.
Yeah.
We can deal with that.
Yeah.
But when it's affecting the whole cinema industry...
Oh yeah, because they're one of the biggest things right now.
Yeah. And I feel like cinema is getting worse and dying off because no one cares about actual movies. It's like, oh, but when we're going to get our next superhero movie coming, it's like, oh, fuck off, man.
I mean, especially the fact that they didn't even have enough faith in Black Widow to just put it on in the cinemas. They were like, oh no, people won't want to leave their house. We'll put it on Disney Plus as well. And then because of that, they fucked themselves over because as soon as it was on Disney Plus, just takes one person to pay that 20 quid and then it's online on like the dodgy sites.
Know how that works? It's been working in all the way through the cinema industry, since now day one.
Like, copies, at least at the cinema, people who like go in and try and record it, they've got the staff who walk around and make sure people aren't recording to try and stop them. Yes, people will get through it anyway because mistakes can happen, but the simple, like, at least there's something to try and a deterrent, something to try, a wall to get through. Whereas
more of
online,
a chance, at least.
Yeah, online, you put that shit in there for 4K, takes one person, £20, bam, ripped online. Yeah. 4K for everybody. That's all it takes. And you think, no wonder you've lost money on this one though, because you fucked yourselves over with it.
I mean, there was a lot of lot of reasons why you didn't sit there going, this is why, that's why. But I think the biggest is this, like, the timing.
The timing was awful.
What the fuck did you do? We should have got that before Captain Marvel. Easily.
Oh, easily. Plus the fact that this apparently takes place between Civil War and Infinity War, which I didn't know going in. I thought it was between Infinity War and Endgame. So she's on the run throughout this movie. Doesn't fucking feel like it. It feels like it at the beginning when you see it happen, and then at the end when they show up, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I was expecting it, like, throughout the thing, occasionally she's going to run into obstacles because she's meant to be on the, like, hidden, and occasionally, like, they'll get, like, it'll cut back to, like, General Ross, like, is that her? Is that her? Have we got it? Go, people! Like, every now and then, like, they'll think they'll get in close and shit like, but now it literally doesn't come up again. And then it's, like I say, that entire movie just exists for Florence Pugh to be the next one. And also, did you want to see anything to do with Red Guardian? How about fuck you then, bitch? You're not gonna see anything about Red Guardian. He's a fucking joke. That's all he is.
Well, let's be fair. Every man that's in there is either a joke, the bad guy, or the effeminate friend that, like, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the biggest travesty. You've got this guy who's been with you all this time, helped you whenever you need help. You're the best friend I could have. And then she goes and gets on a plane and fucks off. It's literally like, that poor man.
Wait, which movie is this?
Black Widow.
The guy who's been helping her.
Aye.
Oh.
Like, she turns around and she says, like, you've always been a good friend. And then she turns around and she goes to walk away. And he genuinely looks heartbroken. And I'm like, yep. Know what I mean or not?
I knew who you mean. I'm just thinking that movie's dumb as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
That's all I was thinking, don't you worry.
It's as if they're taking the same as...
fucking hated that movie. I mean, I didn't hate it. It was fine, but it wasn't good. Sure as shit wasn't good. It was a nice little 5 out of 10 at the most.
It wasn't a Black Widow movie.
It wasn't a fucking Black Widow. This was a Florence Pugh's Black Widow movie. And, like, alright, fine. She's not the worst. She had the occasional good line. Although there was some lines in it that they added. And I was like, this feels like you were trying to be funny, and it's just not funny.
Maybe why she's gone on about a jacket all the time, I'm just like...
Oh, she keeps going on about the jacket and how many pockets it had. There was the one bit that I was thinking of when she, like, finds, like, it's rations that Black Widow put in, like, years ago, and she's like, oh, those things are, like, 7 years old, I wouldn't eat those. And she takes a bite, and she's like, how is it? It's dry. And I'm like, is that a joke? Is that meant to be a joke? It's fucking pathetic if it is a joke. Like, really? This is the best you can come up with? It's dry. Yes, it's food from 7 years ago.
I did like her mocking them when are landing. Like a superhero landing where...
Oh, yeah,
and then she does it and
she
does
it.
Ugh,
that was fun.
I'm like...
Yeah, alright, yeah, that's good. Because it's clearly just there to, like, highlight everything. But it's like, yeah, alright, that makes sense.
So it's okay, but Deadpool kind of covered that joke a while.
Deadpool did actually cover that joke a long while ago. And he did it better, to be fair.
Much better.
Like, it's a superhero landing! He's gonna do a superhero landing! Oh, terrible for the knees. I like how he says that, and it's like, your knees heal instantly, you fucker!
Still hurts.
Still hurts, bitch. Everything hurts for you. You have cancer all around your body.
Yeah.
You're fucked, bro. You know what? You got me there, bitch.
There's not much hope left with MCU.
We'll see. I'm curious about that. I know it's got nothing to do with superhero movies, but we're on that low tangent of nobody's clearly listening at this point. But that Free Guy, I'm curious how that's going to be, because that's out soon. That's Ryan Reynolds as well.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's got Taika Waititi, but just as an actor.
Is he the bad guy?
I don't know, maybe. Might be.
I'd like the same as the bad guy.
I'm kind of curious to see what he's like as just the actor and having nothing to do with the writing or producing and such.
I do like him.
Oh, also, from what I've heard, Suicide Squad sucks.
I still haven't seen it.
I'm not going to know.
But just anyone who knows anything, like even remotely about King Shark, knows that he's not that dumb. He is not a child at all. He is literally the descendant of a god.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to see, man. But you know,
if you want to see the real King Shark, pick up a fucking comic book.
Or if you want to see the real King Shark, get motherfucking high and look at some sharks in the internet.
That sounds like a plan, and I think that's what we'll do.
You know what? That sounds like a good idea. Well, I've been Loki.
And I've been Craven.
And we hope we see you 6 sons of bitches again. But if not, well, go fuck yourself.